Hello, welcome to today's episode. Big part of the series is what you do with your catch after you catch it. So today we got some beautiful redfish, some lovely reds. We're going to prepare those tonight. We have to clean them, and we're going to do a little demonstration on how we clean our fish. And redfish have their own special bones and anatomy that you have to cut around. The trick to the cleaning is a good sharp knife. Some people use electric knives, some people use a regular fillet knife. I've used both in the past. I really do like a really good fillet knife, but it has to be very sharp. So you come right under these belly fins on the bottom, and you want to cut this fish right up to the head. There's a lot of good meat on that head that you do not want to lose. So you kind of cut up a little bit, then you come over here, slice the belly open. And then redfish are really difficult because they have big rib bones. The first 3 bones that you have to cut through is the trick. And you don't want to get off track. You want to follow that spine, but break through that first set. So once you get through those first set right there, and you can see we go right up along the spine. You don't want to lose no meat. Then I come back, put the knife right there against the edge, hold it from the top, and you kind of angle your blade down, and look at that beautiful fillet. And the second side can actually be, for me, it's a little bit more difficult because you don't have the cushion that the top side is laying on, and you still want to keep the perfect angle to get in there. And you can cut down along the top, along the fin to get you started, and you come right there and you break through those first bones. Those first 3 bones are always going to be the hardest. Then you come down there, you take a little peek, get that knife just right, the next couple ribs, then you come back, put that knife, put your hand on top and hold that fillet down, and then you just feel the spine. You want it to graze right along the edge, and there you go. 2 beautiful fillets. Look at that. You can see daylight through that thing. And some people, I'm going to show y'all a little extra tonight too. Some people, me included, like to eat these throats. It is a lot of meat. And there you go. You don't want to throw that away. That's a little appetizer for everybody. There's always some good scraps here for my number 1 helper. Kitty. That's my number 1 helper, Kitty Cat. He always likes to help me out at this part. And then here we go. We got another redfish, and I'm gonna go through this one, show you how easy it is. You do a nice little cut on that side, cut up to the top, split the belly, come in here, break those bones, run it right out to the end. Absolutely beautiful, perfect fillet. Living off the land. And it's a very rewarding feeling to go out, catch your own fish, cook it, harvest what you're gonna eat, living off the land. A lot of people don't get to experience the fresh fish. You know, they buy them at the fish market. Those fish have been frozen, and there is no duplicating fish that is caught today and cooked tonight. Even redfish and trout that we catch, you know, you put them in the freezer. If they stay in there for a week or 2, they're still good, but it is not the same as fresh caught, same day, cooked and prepared fish. Kiki, here, kitty.
Explain that real quick, that same thing. Getting the throat.
Getting the throats out of this one. Lovely, lovely piece of meat. And here we go with number 3. Today we had a beautiful trip on the flats of Redfish Bay. We were actually kayak fishing today. Amazing weather for the middle of December. It's like 85 degrees out here today. We were fishing in short pants, bare feet in the water. Absolutely beautiful day. Caught a couple of them on the fly, threw some soft plastic lures. We got some nice fish. Uno mas fillet. Looky there, number 3, and there ain't no meat left on the bone. It's all going in the pan tonight. I didn't even leave nothing for kitty cat on that one. Very important to keep your knife sharp. Being able to control where the blade is going without a lot of muscle is very important. So if it is sharp, it's going to slide right through there. And I usually sharpen, you know, after every 2 fish, cut a couple, hit it, keep it nice and sharp. All right, so here's another trick. Here's one of the things that is specific to redfish. When you clean speckled trout, their rib cage is easy. You can just slice them off. So what you do is you come back here to the tail. You start at the bottom. You're going to slice it to the top. And these big ones, it's a lot of meat. It's a big cut, but you go right to the top. Skin is gone. So with the redfish on the rib cage, what you're going to do is you cut in until you feel that bone. You feel it, and then right down here at the bottom of the rib cage you can actually dive in a little bit to where it comes off. So on a redfish, their bones turn up. You have to cut up into the fillet. There's nothing worse than serving fish to people and they find a bone in it. So you actually take that little cut up and you remove that extra set of bones that the redfish have. You won't find those in speckled trout. It's just specific to the redfish. And then another thing that kitty cat likes is these little redfish fajitas. It's the little belly meat, the flanks. So one of the things about redfish is they have a lot of blood. The bigger the fish, the bigger the bloodline. And what I like to do is I come across the back side and you cut it in a little V. And then you cut this side in a little V, and then you come over here and you grab it in the front and you slice it down and you get rid of that. That's just solid blood. Tastes nasty when you cook it. I'm going to show you one more time how that works so you end up with really nice clean fillet. Again, you go start at the tail, dip it in right there, and you go keep that blade right up against the skin and slice it to the front. Cut it down and it comes out just like so. And then we come over to the rib cage. You cut down until you feel those bones. You go past it, slide that knife in there, take the bottom off, come around here to the top and cut up. You go up and then you got this nothing but beautiful fillet. And one more time on the bloodline, because this is a really nice redfish, you come and you put your blade right here at the top, and at the top of the fillet it's thicker. It gets thinner down here, so you start a little deeper at the top and you go right down that edge, and then you come back to the other side and you make you a nice little V. You just cut in, you grab it and you just take and run it right down that V, and you get rid of that bloodline. Nobody wants to eat that. Maybe the kitty cat does, but we don't. This other red stuff that you'll see on the fillet, it is part of the bloodline, but it's very thin. That is just fine the way that looks. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead on, finish this project, and then we're gonna make a move to the kitchen, and I'm gonna cook up some redfish a la Slowride.